All right, now we're going to go over the Social Security Survivor Calculator from Horse's Mouth. This one is critical. There's a lot of things you can no longer do anymore when it comes to Social Security planning. There's no more file and suspend. The restricted application is pretty much gone for the vast majority of us, other than those who were born before January 2nd, 1954. But that day is encroaching every single day closer. Anyway. But with survivor benefits, there is still a lot you can still do with survivor benefits. So I want to share this with you because it's critical, critical, critical. I cannot tell you, if you are the widow or widower and you are going down a Social Security office, man, you've got to get your ducks in a row. So, all right, so let's dive into this. All right, so we're going to go to, again, this is the Horse's Mouth planning calculators. We're going to hit a spousal calculator right here. Survivor calculator right here. We're going to launch that guy, and I'll show you what we're going to be looking at here. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to load in my wife, load in me. We're going to hit select saved client, which is Shar. We're going to click on that right there, and then we're going to go to suggested scenarios. So what's going to happen is the software is looking at all the different tools and different programs it can do in terms of all the suggested scenarios. And they're coming up with almost $37,000 retirement scenarios for Charlotte as a survivor. All right, so let me tell you what's happening here. So basically, we have her date of birth is 1/1/59, so she's 60 years old today, and that's important to understand because when it comes to survivor benefits, you can take your benefit at 60, all right? Her PIA is $1,500, but remember, on her benefit record, she can't take that until she's 62. She can take her record at 62 early, or she could take an earlier record of survivor benefit at 60 and be reduced. But either way, she cannot take her PIA, but she can take a survivor benefit at 60 years old. And one would be her PIA. If she takes at 62, it would be reduced by 30%. Her life expectancy in this case is 91. We asked all these questions of Charlotte before we created this, by the way. So we're saying, okay, are you going to die tomorrow? Blah, blah, blah. All right. Then her husband, old Josh, was born 1/1/51, and I died January 1st of this year, 2019, when I was 64 years old. My PIA was $2,300. Critical for Social Security to know this information, and also critical for you to know it as you're running these numbers. All right, so of all the different scenarios, 36,958 scenarios, they gave us this one as the maximum lifetime benefit. And let's go over where they come up with this. And they'll say over the maximum lifetime benefit, she will get $755,519. Notice this is real money. This is not adjusted for inflation. So do not get suckered in by, I'm showing you a real benefit of $2 million. He's only showing you a real benefit of $755,000. Yeah, it's not a real benefit of $2 million. It's just not. It's gonna be there'll be inflated benefit of $2 million. I'm showing you the real benefit in today's dollars. How much you will get in today's dollars to spend over Charlotte's lifetime until she's 91 years old when I die this year. It'll be $755,000 for the maximum benefit. All right. So how do we get this? So let's go to the. Let me print off a report. And I'll show you how we got this. Did it do that? I don't think so. Okay, click on there. We go. All right, so we're going to click on this report. Folks, while we're waiting on this report, survivor benefits, you can take it at 60. It'll be reduced. You cannot take your own benefit at 60, but you can take survivor benefits, but you might not want to. In fact, this scenario is telling us don't do that, and I'll show you why. And so here's a report prepared by your old buddy Josh. That's where you're dead, and you're still preparing the reports. Oh, how does that work? The magic of software. All right, you see the little logo here. All right, so let's keep going down. You got all the key terms, all that stuff. And you'll get this. You'll get a copy of this PDF. All right, so here's the scenario. Charlotte, and this is the maximum one that the software comes up with. Charlotte claims on her own record at 62, which is not 1,500. It's going to be 30% less than 1,500. And again, we are not adjusting this at all with cost of living. Minus 30% is, 1,500 minus 30%. And so that's going to be the benefit she gets right there on her own record. All right, 30% reduced because she's taking that 62 at early. But she'll claim the full survivor benefits when she hits FRA, in this case 66 and 10 months, which means she'll jump up more than double her benefit because it'll go from 1,069 because it's reduced on her PIA because she's taking it early to her full survivor benefit. Because she's at FRA, it will not be reduced. So in this case, a significant step up in base and benefit for sure. And so that way, her life expectancy is 91. So basically, from 60, we'll just say 67 to 91, she'll be getting the equivalent of $2,300 a month, each and every month for the rest of her life. And that would equal $755,000 of real spending power. And again, that would be tax-free as well. So here's the graphic illustration of this. The first few months, she's getting $1,069 because it's based on her benefit. So she's getting $12,825. But then when she hits her full retirement age, she'll step up to my benefit at my death, my PIA, which is $2,300. And so she'll get $27,600 for the rest of her life. Now, there's tons of different scenarios. I mean, we might say, what if we took her her survivor benefit at 60? And then took her own benefit at 70. I mean, lots of different illustrations to run this. The calculator did it for us and said, this is the maximum we'll receive. If she takes her reduced benefit on her own record at 62, not taking the survivor benefit at 60, but actually waiting to take the survivor benefit until she's full retirement age and taking a reduced PIA. Now, for other people, depending on what the income is, it might be better to take the survivor benefit at 60 and allow your own benefit to grow until you're 70. I mean, it's just tons of different scenarios there, which is why you got to understand how the survivor benefit works. I cannot stress this enough. You got to know this stuff because it's critically important. All right, and again, so I offer these. $500 is what we're looking at. We'll run the scenarios. I give this PDF, and if worst case scenario, like I've had a couple people tell me they went to Social Security. Social Security told them one thing, but thankfully they watched my videos, so they're able to say, no, that's not correct. Well, here's a actual print off you could use to give to the folks at Social Security and say, look, I think it might be a mistake, and can you look into it a little bit further? And hopefully they'll correct their ways if they are wrong. All right, hope this helps. Thanks now.